Hello. Today I'd like to spend 5 minutes to talk to you about the importance of lighting design. The reason I've chosen this topic is because in many cases I've seen instances where we receive inquiries for projects in airports or container terminals which require us to provide a solution based on a bill of quantities. 100 pieces of this and 200 pieces of that and 50 pieces of this and some kind of basic specification. Now the reason that never works is because unlike, for example, AGL, which are airfield ground lights, which are all standard, LED floodlights are bespoke to each manufacturer. So when you are selecting, for example, runway edge lights or a stop bar, you know whoever is manufacturing that is going to be basically providing the same photometry. And they're typically going to be the same size, and so you can just put them into the runway or into the taxiway and they'll work. Now, with floodlights, the difference is quite varied. Manufacturers have a different photometry, they will have different power output, they will have different lumen packs, they will be designed with different types of symmetric or asymmetric lenses. So actually, between one and the other, there's going to be a huge difference. And I always say, is it possible to assume that you're going to hit it about right by matching specification? Yes, you can assume, but normally the assumptions lead to mistakes. And so it's always better to start from the beginning. Start with what your project requirements are. What is the outcome that you're looking for? Is it compliance? Is it energy savings? Are you looking perhaps to increase the level of light from 20 lux average to 30 lux average? Do you have security considerations where you need to have a higher level of uniformity? So once you've established your product criteria, then ask each manufacturer to create their own designs based on their recommendations, because manufacturers who have been experienced in this type of application will know the right product and solutions that will fit your project. Once each manufacturer has selected their solution, and it could be that Midstream selects 100 floodlights and another manufacturer selects 150 and yet another selects 30. And then once that's happened, you can investigate which one is better for you and why each manufacturer suggests to use that quantity and that power cut. The end result will be that you will have a compliant system and a supplier that stands behind what their design is. Oftentimes you have to consider that the design on paper should be what you have in reality after the installation. Don't forget, whatever the design says, you then have to verify this by doing a proper lighting test on the apron with an independent authority, somebody who can verify that what the supplier has suggested, you finally received. And most importantly, make sure that you're measuring this on an annual basis, because if you're not measuring and you're not recording, you don't know what your degradation is happening, and you won't be able to forecast when you need to do any kind of planned maintenance. And there's nothing worse than reactive maintenance in a busy airport. So remember, always start with a design project based on the outcome that you require. Make sure your suppliers are familiar with the application, they've had the experience before, and they stand by the design, they explain to you, look at the best outcome, the most economical version, look at things like warranty, look at things like experience, and once you've selected, make sure that you check and verify after the installation. We're always here to help, so if you need someone to consult or just have someone to talk you through your project, please give us a call or send us an email. We're always happy to help. Have a nice day.